Welcome to iGod Today, your daily reflection. I am Father Soney Sebastian, SVD, a Divine Word missionary priest. I'm so happy to share this reflection with you today. Today's Gospel passage comes from the Gospel of St. Matthew. Jesus has just made the third prediction of his suffering, death, and resurrection. Immediately afterwards, we are told that the mother of James and John approached Jesus with a request. When asked by Jesus what it was, she said, "Command that these two sons of mine sit one on your right and the other at your left in your kingdom." He tells them in answer to her request, "You do not know what you're asking." And he continues, "Can you drink the cup that I am going to drink?" Clearly referring to his coming suffering and death. Obviously, not understanding his real meaning, they reply, "We can." In fact, when the time comes, they will be nowhere within sight, having run for their lives. But Jesus does say to them, "My cup you will indeed drink, but to sit at my right and at my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." Yes, when the time comes, they will be ready to give their lives for their Master. But even then, the places on the right and left of Jesus cannot be booked, cannot be reserved. They will go to those who most deserve them, to those who are closest in spirit to Jesus. Not surprisingly, when the other 10 disciples heard what was going on, they were extremely angry and jealous. Not because they were shocked at the request, but because it was done behind their backs. So Jesus takes them all aside and gives them a lesson in what constitutes true greatness in this world. It is not a question of status or power. Greatness in Jesus' world, in His kingdom, comes to those who dedicate themselves most to the well-being of their brothers and sisters. And Jesus Himself was a living example of this. He, the Son of God, came to serve and not to be served. His whole life up to His last breath was a mission of love and service, given unconditionally to every single person. He died in shame and disgrace. He totally emptied Himself for you and me. That is greatness. The first reading is a wonderful passage from the second letter to the Corinthians. Here Paul says, "We hold this treasure in earthen vessels, fragile and easily broken. We are afflicted in every way, but not driven to despair, struck down but not destroyed, always carrying about in the body the dying Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may be manifested in our mortal flesh. Lord, help me. Help me to cherish and nourish the sacred faith that have been given to me. May I protect it and keep it always close to my heart. Amen." Thank you for partnering with WordNet. Now we have an easy and fun way of making your donations to WordNet. Use the number that is on the screen to text your amount and follow the on-screen instructions. Thank you very much and be blessed always.